Good morning, T.G.I.F Friday, my friends. It's been a minute since I posted a video. Weather's been really bad, and it's going to be bad again this weekend. So today is Friday morning, I don't know, 10 o'clock or so Central Time, and it's windy now. It's going to get more windy. It's gloomy. Gloomy seems to be my favorite word here lately, but the word of the day. And tomorrow's going to be, we're going to have gusts of over 40 miles an hour. The last I checked, which was around last night, we have only like a 25% chance of rain, unless it's changed overnight. Sunday was like 89% chance of rain. As of last night, it was 75% chance of rain, very windy. So the forecast for anything outdoors is not looking too good. I may move indoors to Red Roof Inn to get some things done and try and still somewhat be productive. Funds are a little bit lower this week, but just want to tell you a little bit, just kind of say hi. One good thing did happen, and I'm not going to reveal too much, but a friend and a subscriber advised earlier in the week that they were sending a package to me and it was coming to my P.O. box. I retrieved it this morning. Really nice, thoughtful gift. I'll probably do an independent video on that, but I think you guys are going to like it. What am I trying to say here? When I started YouTube, I never thought that people would be sending me things. You know, it's not like companies are sending this, to me, but it's, friendships you never knew would exist. And it's a multi-part gift here that I'm very appreciative and very thankful for. Like I said, I'll do a video. If I get indoors, I'll do a video this weekend. Van's still running terrible. I'm really concerned about Sunday's weather because when it gets super, super rainy, that's when the van runs really rough, and it still hasn't corrected itself with the fuel injection cleaner. So I'm trying to use more fuel gradually. So sometime tomorrow, I'm going to probably put more of this fuel injection cleaner in there, add more fuel to it so it mixes well, and then hopefully that can remedy it for a while. The AC's pretty much not working. Not liking that. The temperatures Monday and Tuesday are going to get in the 40s again. And we're in the first week of April, and Tuesday's supposed to get down to like 45 degrees. So I really thought the cold weather was behind us, but you never know what you're going to get in Florida. Sometimes you get all four seasons in one day. But so I'm going to tell you a little work-related story. And I work for a discount grocery store. I'm in management, and we were advised. I was advised a couple of days ago that we get our truck deliveries, our main truck deliveries for the most of the contents in the store, with the exclusion of meats and poultry and dairy. That a lot of that stuff comes daily, but all the other like canned goods and other stuff like that, the normal stuff you see on the shelves at a grocery store, they come Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And usually Fridays is a pretty busy day. We have a lot of people scheduled, and some hackers have hacked into the our distribution center. Not like we go through a larger corporation that supplies all these discount retailers, and somebody has hacked into their system and basically shut them down. I was advised another grocery chain, somewhat local to our area, Same thing happened to them last year. Uh, I didn't ask a whole lot of questions, whether it was, what foreign country it was, if it was domestic. I didn't ask all those questions. I just knew there was a possibility that you're not going to believe this. Oh my gosh, hopefully I can remember this to tell you this story. This is so crazy. The things you see at the park, oh my gosh, this is so funny. So the hackers hacked into the main system, and nobody's getting deliveries today. I think they did some type of very small verbal um, order for uh, the meat and poultry area. I'm not sure if they did anything for dairy, but basically we're about to get wiped out because the food chain called Winn-Dixie, most of those stores, well, all the stores in our area have been bought out by Aldi, and they're in the conversion stage. So all the Winn-Dixie stores are closed. There's only one very small Aldi store that is open, that had been previously opened prior to the merger, and so we've been really busy. So we've been selling basically twice as much as we normally would, and now that the hackers have, I don't know if they're asking for ransom or anything stupid like that, but there's, that's, I didn't even bother asking questions because it basically it's going through another company I'm not involved with. So if people offer up the information, I may share it if it's not too confidential. But the other company was shut down for a month. They didn't get deliveries for a month. So you can imagine the economic impact it would have not only on the owners, but the employees, because the employees are starting to be sent home or are told not to come in. So I hate when people do this. I'm sitting here doing this video, and there's tons of parking spaces. Somebody literally parked like 10 feet in front of me. But so that's that. There's some people hacking the grocery system, probably trying to get monetary gain, I would assume. At least this car is pulling out. But let me tell you about the little e-bike I just saw coming into the park. This is so funny. That is so weird. This is so typical for my life. So I don't know, like I have a lot of new subscribers here lately. So a while back, I don't know when it was, 6 months ago, 7, 8 months ago, whenever, I don't remember how long ago it was, but I caught a guy shoplifting a $10, $11 can opener. That was an interesting story. I forget what it was titled, but that happened. The guy appeared to be intoxicated. So last night I'm walking around with the assistant supervisor. We're talking about things and just general chit chat. And there was two guys that had come in that were very loud and very vocal. And they were kind of like, and then when got closer to them, I realized they were both intoxicated. They had a large amount of things in their cart, and the one individual was the guy that stole the can opener. So I tell the other guy the story. I thought he had known the story. He didn't remember. Maybe I never told him, but I'm telling him that's the guy that stole the can opener one day. Blah blah blah. So we kind of go around and then go up to the front to tell the manager. It's a weird situation. There was like a part-time manager that was only filling in for the closing shift. He's young and new, and I told him basically what's going on. And he eventually did go and check the cameras, said that they didn't steal anything, but they were highly intoxicated. So as I'm talking to you guys, I see two guys go by on an e-bike to the back of the park, which is known to be an area where a lot of homeless people hang out. And it's those two drunks from last night. And literally two dudes on, one guy's like pretty much like on the handlebars or whatever, and they're probably still drunk. And they were zipping along at a good clip. But so that's that. Just my little TGI Friday update. And I'm really sorry. Uh, I really want to. There's so many things I want to do outdoors, and I'm kind of fearful. Even if the weather was good, how far could I go with the van not running well and having less funds this week? So it's catch 22. Um, like I said, tomorrow's going to be more sunny but extremely windy. Sunday is going to be very windy and rainy, less windy if the forecast is still the same. And so I just got to figure out my game plan overnight. And here's another part of the story I didn't tell you. There's this guy has a really nice newer model. It looks like a newer model. It's in really good shape. I may have talked about this guy briefly in the past. He's a like appears to be a van lifer type dude. He has some type of, I don't know what it is, like a Ford Transit or a Chevy Astro or one of those little smaller type things. It looks really nice, really clean. Guy's always been really quiet, really quiet. And lately I've seen him, and he must be like FaceTiming or some platform like that. But he's really loud and vocal now. And the one thing I'm very observant, especially when I'm sitting in my favorite spot. This guy has been popping his hood to his engine, and he gets this big jug, and he goes and he's dipping into the Blackwater River here, which in this area is brackish, which means it's not 100% fresh water. It's got some salinity in it, and he appears to be pouring that into his radiator. So I'm thinking that can't be good long term. Salt water, I don't know. I'm not a mechanic, but it doesn't seem like that's a really good recipe. And then, especially not having antifreeze in there. I don't know why. It looks like he's either done an amazing job keeping the exterior clean, unlike my van, or it's an older vehicle he just kept clean, or I don't know. But I feel like having that salinity content in the radiator going through the engine and different areas that could be a major problem for him in the future. But his problem's not my problem. I got enough of my own. Peace out, folks. Let the red roof in, soothe your soul. That's right. That's what I said.